in the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two in this cozy bar where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Why, that'd be just swell. Is there anything happening? Is anything working? The hat, the famous hat. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Yes, slightly bizarre tonight. Stream Deck. I tried to do an update on it earlier on, it wouldn't work. And then it wouldn't work. So I had to quickly, very quickly, redo the update, and then it has to reboot OBS for it to work. So I couldn't do it while I was live, otherwise it'd just go same as last week, it'd be tits up. No ads. Oh, I'm losing money. I am losing money. Not happy with this. That's not how what hashtags work. McNeil out. Which McNeil are we talking? Are we talking D White? D White McNeil. Casper, how you doing, bud? Steve-O. And Mandy, of course. You know, when we ask, yes, don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's you and McNeil. Are we talking D White? Sam, how are you doing? K Parser, dude, as you say in Japan. I am sore today. I am very sore. But something marvellous happened. You know, I said I shouldn't be spending money. I spent money. I bought a suction mount, an automatic suction mount, and it arrived today, and it is absolutely brilliant. You press a button and it vacuums the air out, so it sticks to walls, glass, anything you want it to. For a unidexter such as I, it is a veritable bone, Dwight, the one-footed dolt. I don't understand how any footballer can be one-footed. I genuinely don't. If all you do all day, every day is play football, you should be better with your other foot. I don't get it. My dad taught me how to be two-footed in the pub on a stay behind at 2 o'clock in the morning. If he can do that to me, why can't he do it to these people on £150,000 a week? You know what I mean? Have I given myself a love bite yet? A love bite? No, I haven't. But I have used it in the car with the magic arm. That's yeah. And a good camera. I'm going to check it later. I've rendered it and made sure it looks... but I haven't checked to see whether or not I was babbling. I think I was, to be honest with you. But I might upload it anyway just to see what it looks like. Decent camera in the car. I haven't looked all the way through yet. It might be awful. It normally is when me talking, isn't it? Plus, oh my word. Picture is rather jumpy, or is that you? I don't know. Are you jumpy, Mandy? It might be. I have had issues with tech all day. Adam, how you doing, bud? Evening to you. Casper, your dad could have been 65 today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Sending hugs on this day to you. Got some ironing to do, so you'll be lurking. How good were the Welsh tribute bands? That's the best thing you've done on social media in a while. It was fantastic. Genuinely fantastic. Yeah, I think there is an issue. We had a problem on Sunday, didn't we? I've had problems with my work computer all week, going on and off. So there is a good chance that there's a problem with the internet, I think. Perhaps. Not just you. Yeah, the Welsh tribute bands were absolutely superb. Spanish channels monetised in 8 weeks, already over 1,200 subs. What? I'll ask you again. I did ask you last time and I can't remember. How do you do it? Do you just hit your normal videos and then AI the script into Spanish? Does that work? I can sort of speak Spanish-ish. I'm not sure whether my kind of stuff will go down well with the Puerto Ricans and what have you, but that'd be interesting to see if that works, you know, if that's just you or everyone. Los Bears pause incoming. Adonde. It could work, couldn't it? Could be a nice little hustle, a side hustle. These things are not side hustles, by the way. The amount of work that goes into doing anything on YouTube. It's not a side hustle. It is a full frontal hustle. Although that's slightly different. Yeah, Carefully Collins in the early tonight went down well. What else did we get? I'll read some of them out if I can remember where they are. Pwthweli Golding, which I thought was a rather good one from our own Tom. I did do 9 Inch Nails, N-A-I-N, 9. The Chlamberries. Where are they? Jeff Buckley, Tim Buckley, either or. Let's have a look. New Keys on the Block. Diddly-doo-doo. These are all mine, aren't they? No, that's not good enough. I need everyone's. Port Mary Unfaithful, I like that. I did that one. Why are these just mine? Merthyr and the Vandellas is one of my favourite ones. Pentanglesey. Snowdon Patrol. Wu-Tang Llandudno. Buddy Holly and the Cricket. T-Rexham, go ahead. Spandau Blino. Men I Without Hats. Teenage ABBA Fan Club. The Dem B-52s. Lovely stuff. Shachadinas and Pliers. Kings of Kyleon. Jimmy Ruffin. Denby Harry. Llandud No Doubt with Gwent Stefani on vocals. Tanita Talakaram. Lovely. Diamond Eye Straits, obviously. Oh, hang on. Why hasn't that worked? Other. I knew there was something. Both have said. Let me just press a button and see what happens. Buttons have been pressed, we'll see. You take your video, work out what could have been done to improve it, rewrite it, improve the editing, and record in a professional AI voice. Ah, right. How do you translate it into Spanish? 2.5 years to monetize the English channel, 8 weeks for the Spanish. I reckon that'd be a good idea to try that. Yes, Mandy, I did pass it on. We are on the screen, aren't we? We are. Oh, and it's working. The Dukey's working. Go ahead, lid. One of your Spanish vids is on nearly 50,000 views. Mind you, Spain, South America. It's not Spain, by the way, South America. South Americans, Spanish-speaking South Americans adore coffee, as do the Welsh-speaking and the Portuguese-speaking. It's a big coffee area. I can imagine it gets loads of traction with that, but also they like a little bit of their own language, don't they? When people take the time to create something in their own language, not just English. Good stuff, man. Hopefully the pesetas will start rolling in. What's 42p in pesetas? I always remember. I wish I did. I do sometimes, I think. I can't remember. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, that was it. No, something different. More car news. More car news. It is still, the part is still gathering dust in Preston. So I rang up and I spent over an hour on hold waiting to speak to someone. And the lady I spoken to was a fantastic West Indies lady. Don't know where she was from, but somewhere in the West Indies. Who wanted my email, which I thought was brilliant. Can I take your email? Yep. I'd rather call it a email now. And I'll sort that out for you. Here's a reference number. It should be within the next 2 days. It should have been here yesterday, never mind the next 2 days, but I need it. You created a Brazilian channel, so far 0 views and 0 subs. Brazilians apparently don't watch coffee vids. You never know. They might do. They might start with you. No, Mandy, I didn't pass on Bob Dylan. It's Welsh towns names, not Welsh names for towns. There has to be a cut-off, otherwise we'll be all over the place. And if you don't believe how narrow you need to keep these things, have a look at the some of the replies, because it went from bands to song names. I was like, no, this is getting out of hand. Then they wanted Scottish or Irish ones, didn't they? And I think they started doing that themselves, to be honest. Yeah, you've got to be like that with it, know what I mean? It's hard to know what each market will find fascinating. It is. But I would think anywhere where they enjoy coffee, which is pretty much the entire world, isn't it? They'd be interested in finding out the stories behind them, how it works. Not just, I turn up, I buy it in a shop and it gets poured out and handed to me. No, what's the entire story behind it? What's the history? How does it work? How does it get into the shop in the first place? Where's it grown? All that stuff. What's the best way of making it? That absolutely fascinated me. It's not just pour water on it and see what happens. No. Was that Blue Sky? It was, yeah. Blue Sky's like Twitter. And so, Tomash, see if I can find the original. And I will stick it on to, oh, where is it? That was the original. And then after that, there was just chaos and bedlam. All kinds of stuff came after it. It's good though. The Ganwy's Midnight Runners, we like that one. Conwy Twitty, Llanad, Menai at Work, Chirk Berry, Veruca Saltney, I love that one. Mike and the McKinleths, brilliant. Counting Croeso. Taft Punk. Taft Punk was a particularly good one as well, wasn't it? It was good. What do you have to lose trying a Spanish version of my channel? Not the live stream stuff, but all the rest. Nothing. Just have to try and make sure if I can translate things into Spanish first. I can pronounce Spanish and speak a bit of Spanish, so I could do that. I'll go back and see if there's anything that looks like it might translate across. Could be where to go. What could be me angle? There's got to be an angle. There's always an angle, see. What's Spanish for stroke? What's Spanish for melty-faced bastard? There's got to be something in it. There's got to be an in. I want an in. Mandy, you're not on Blue Sky. You're missing out. It's almost like the good old days of Twitter. Almost. Use ChatGPT, but you have to make double check its work. Yeah, so use ChatGPT and then go back and use ChatGPT to check ChatGPT. Bizarre. Red what? Hey, red card? For what? Not me. What not? Also make sure it uses conventional Latin Spanish and not written formal. Ah, right. I'm getting a red card for that one. I'll have nothing but red cards for the amount of shit that I do. Yeah, there's a difference, isn't it? Conversational Spanish and written formal. Plus, South American Spanish is different to Spanish. For a start, there's no th. There's no cerveza. Cerveza. Blew my mind, that. I turned up speaking Spanish in Cuba and you were looking at me. And then I felt really, really weird because everyone was just saying like, cerveza. No, cerveza. I think you'll find. Silly thods. But I gave it a go. I think I stopped us getting stabbed and robbed by speaking Spanish. We're surrounded by about 7 or 8 different people. Started off with one girl. I could do cornrows. Yeah, go ahead. To my ex. Getting the cornrows. Now all of a sudden there was 3 people around us. Then 4. Then went like 7 or 8. Oh, here we go. The price doubled. Nah, mate. Not having it. Started speaking Spanish. Oh. Most languages, yeah, they are conversational versus formal. I have never, in any formal English, seen anybody referred to as a narky blurt. And yet I use it all the time. You've got Blue Sky. You haven't been on it for a while, though. You think you followed some wildflower account from the UK? I like it. It's a shame that Twitter has been absolutely annihilated from what it used to be. It used to be a fantastic place. It's horrific now. Nobody gets on anymore. That started a while ago, like, but even the people that have been left on there who agree with each other disagree with each other now. It's bizarre. Blue Sky's a little bit more chilled for the time being, anyway. It's social media. At some point, it will implode. It all will, because it's full of humans. That's the unifying factor, isn't it? Humans being bastards to each other. I haven't posted to Twitter since the takeover. I stuck with it for the first year or so, I think it was. It just got more and more nasty and horrible, and no es bueno, man. No es bueno. Back when I first had my account, when was it? 2009, I think it was. It was brilliant back then. Met loads of people through it. I had such a laugh. The hashtag games used to be brilliant, which is why Welsh tribute bands worked really well on Blue Sky. People miss that. It was good being involved in it. I used to love Brexit or Remain, which was actually, it was a bit out of order, I suppose, wasn't it? Whoever run it would go and get someone's profile pic, and you'd have to guess whether you were Brexit or Remain, but you'd make up backstories for them. I used to be really good at making up names for them as well. A bit like Arthur Matthews from Father Ted and Toast of London, with all those weird names, you know, Clem Fandango, Hairy Cake Lynham, Father of Spordo Komodo. I used to make really good names. I love doing that. I miss that. It's where it came up with the name Clint Goulash, which I think is a fantastic name. If I ever change my name by deed poll, it's getting changed to Clint Goulash. Sounds okay, but pit keeps freezing. That'll be me. Just don't have the stomach for news, much less opinion. I don't watch the news anymore. Not read a newspaper in 15 years plus. I don't watch the news. I hear it in the background and I want to smash the TV in. It's not even news anymore, it's opinion. Annoys me, that. Esther, how are you? Don't do Twitter, never have. Don't do Blue Sky. Don't do any of that shit. Why? Because it's all dog shit. It's not. It's been absolutely fantastic. Twitter was awesome in the first sort of 7 or 8 years. But everything, it just reaches a certain tipping point and it goes awful. And then people just keep arguing constantly. There's no need for it. Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh my God, Auto Modders say, is it going to be that one? Is it? Yes, of course it is. Over on Twitch. But there's 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people over on Twitch. Thought about changing the name to Consuela. Should do. You'll agree to disagree. I loved it. I've learned a lot by being on social media, especially Twitter back in the early days was fantastic. Connecting with people. Used to have such a laugh. I was absolutely gutted when I had to delete my account because the amount of stuff that I put on there. Even me silly little cartoons that I draw. Used to love doing that. Apparently 80% of the users on Twitter are AI bots arguing with each other. It is. You've got Musk, who's just being, I don't know, you want to be like Ming the Merciless or something. Then there's a handful of people who are on there trying to make the world a better place. And then a handful of people who are trying to make the world a worse place. And then the rest of it is just bots. And at some point, it clicks and you go, you can see, as they're talking to each other, something pops up where it goes, that's not right. That is not right. Was a tad under the weather. And your ear was shut for 3 weeks, but you think you managed to fix it. Not with it. Don't be drilling yourself with that. He loves social networks and message boards in the 90s. Yeah, and the noughties and the tens was on mostly for work. It's just not the same, it isn't, definitely not. Ali, how are you doing? How are you in yourself? Are you alright? Sorry. Hand in the air. Didn't even see that. Piggly Ding has been reset. Although I got into a little bit of trouble on social media. My sense of humour is not to everyone's taste. Neither are some of the games that I used to play. Although bus politics used to be hugely popular. If you've never tried it, you should do. What have we got? Hang on, what have we got here? I'll tell you about bus politics in a minute. Beer. We have beer. Get off. Baroni. I would love a Baroni right now. Esther just saw that Ajax took a bashing. Absolutely. Yeah. Bus politics, right. When I used to go in the morning, if I had to be in work for 7 o'clock in the morning, the easiest way of getting there was to get the bus, which takes an hour and a half, rather than the train, which takes 45 minutes, but it takes ages getting there. So I get on the bus at about 5:30 in the morning, and it was boring. So the way I made it interesting was on my phone. I'd play a game called Bus Politics, I'd go and sit on the back benches, and anybody who got on the left was Labour. Anybody who got on the right was Conservative. The bus driver was the Speaker of the House. And then I would count. I'd do a commentary all the way to work. Someone's just jumped on the left, and I'd make a backstory for them. And at the end, whoever had the most seats won that day's election. And just every single day that I had to go in early, I would do that. And there was people from all over the world, whenever I was doing an early day, would be following the bus politics hashtag to see what was going on. There was a couple on there, the most passive-aggressive couple I've ever seen in my life. They loved each other and they hated each other. It was brilliant. You could tell, not even talking, and you could tell everything. It was boss. There was someone who used to get off near Aintree Racecourse every morning, who I was convinced was a horse shagger. And I would tell people, I wouldn't say who it was or take pictures of them, so it doesn't matter, does it? The horse shagger has just left the bus. It was brilliant. I used to love it, just to keep me going. So by the time we got into town, it was like, shit, that bus journey's gone so quickly. So like that was played on Twitter. Social media for me was fantastic. And then it just went downhill until I really went all in on YouTube and realised there is another way. There is another way. I could have done this, man. I could have done this years ago. Oh. Who wants it? Aye, who wants it? You want some, you slug? You got no fines. Tom to Tom. How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? How's Domingos Duarte ligado más guapo del mundo, eh? Daddy Tom? Can you hear me, Daddy Tom? And Granddaddy Mrs. Tom? You're back in the CCECL, and then you screw it up. I asked for you, man. Bus politics, it is. There was a blog entry with, I think, I drew diagrams and stuff. My blog used to be brilliant. It went a little bit left field at one point, where it was just stream of consciousness. But I did things like that. I also did the Road to Galilee, which was written as like a newspaper football report, but it was set in biblical times. And then you had the likes of Roy Keane and Abel Xavier, Keane and Abel. Just loads of weird biblical puns in there, written as a proper report, which I've still got. I'll have to find a way of doing that. I don't think there's a way of doing it on YouTube, but there's got to be a way of at least making it look a bit better than it did. But yeah, I did that. There was all kinds of stuff. The Gentleman's Guide to Pissing, which I'm sure has been done as well, where if there's 5 urinals and there's someone at number 1, you go to number 3, 4 or 5. Ideally number 3 or 5, because if you're at 3 or 5, someone else walks in, they've got the furthest away from each other. There's all kinds of rules behind it. Absolutely boss, man. Oh, hang on. Oh, just almost dropped a bollock. I've been playing with my balls all afternoon. We are freezing a bit, we are. You're away on your anniversary holiday, you're all rested and relaxing. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Mrs. Tom is tired. Domingos Duarte is on a good form. He's on good form again. Dad's okay, good stuff, man. Mrs. Tom's granddad's being kept comfortable. He's got a few days left. Oh, man. Let's hope he's as comfortable as possible, innit? Sounds creative, reminds you of the Mel Brooks type stuff. Yeah, do you know what? I love creating stuff. And when it was on that bus especially, it gave me an opportunity, or on the train as well, same thing. An hour in one direction, an hour in the other direction. Just an opportunity to make something, to keep myself amused, if nothing else. But yeah, I love the biblical thing, and then mixed with football. There's loads of bits that if you know about football, you can sort of guess where the biblical references come in. And if you know about the Bible but not football, you can sort of guess where the football references come in. Shane, how are you, dude? Captain Kayaking. Shane, the Shane man. 22 years. Bloody hell, 3 mirrors. Onto your 4th mirror. Yeah, I'll be somewhere nice and you're spoiling your good lady. Absolutely. Well deserved as well. Oh, man. That's still slightly too warm, I think. Slightly. You're only down on the Essex-Suffolk border. As long as you're away from home, isn't it? Just get away and go and see something different. We do have a pick, don't we? In fact, we have 2 picks. Watching the Ships of Felix, though. Lovely pick, that one. Very artistic. Panorama. And also our Rubes. Ruby. The best tennis ball retriever in the whole of the UK. There you go. I'm going to go out and say it on a limb and say it there. Lovely jubbly. Sam, it is dolphin friendly Earl Grey, almond milk, one sweetener. That's all you need. I had to quickly have something to eat before we started here as well. I had shumai, Japanese dumplings, shumai, lad. Love a bit of shumai. Very, very scouse sounding as well, isn't it? Hey lads, give us 6 shumai there, will you? Yeah, it does sound nice. And the company, it's important, isn't it? Definitely. Absolutely. And getting away. Just getting away from work and stuff like that, especially. Chill. Relax. Zen out, man. Zen out. All good, all good. It is delicious, Sam. It is absolutely delicious. What's in it? Pork and shrimp, I think it is. Mixed up with a little bit of veggies. And then some kind of soupage. Sort of mixed in amongst it. I love shumais. Same as wontons. Have you tried that wonton soup? It's a bit heavy, isn't it? Oh, alter images. Don't talk to me about love. Oh. Irish red beer. Louise, if you are lurking, cover your ears. Ears. Cover your ears, cover your ears. Come on, come on. Shumai, that's Welsh for hello. Shumai, is it me you're looking for? It was today, I tell you. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. I could drink that tonight, really could. Just going from walks and work. Ready for a bevy, I bet you, yeah, absolutely. Sounds of surf and turf filling. It is nice. Pork and prawn works well together. The Japanese, well, the whole of Southeast Asia makes some incredible foods. Shumai's a boss, lad. Salt and pepper shumai's are the beast. East meets Scouse. I think I'm starting to get into a bit of Japanese food more and more as the years go by. I do refuse, however, to use chopsticks to eat anything, as it's 2025. And we've got stainless steel and things. Huache, huache. That's huache. Should still be on, shouldn't it? I think. Huache. That looks good, man. I could drink that. I would definitely drink that. Sam, you rather like using chopsticks? You know what? It's a really American thing, isn't it? Whenever you see like, American TV, everyone's eating Chinese food with chopsticks. Like, what? Just give us a spoon, man. How can you eat rice with chopsticks? I have a spoon. What is that? Huache is some kind of fruity tea, isn't it? I think is it a tea, Mandy? Huache, a fruity tea, or some kind of fruity drink. Korean. Am I feeling better? Do you know what? I was feeling a bit shitty today. After nothing going right. Just nothing going right at all. Things that should take 5 minutes are taking 2 hours. Things that should take 2 hours are taking 4 days. But it's alright. It's alright. I'm still sore. I've not done my steps today. And I won't do my steps because I'm not going out for a walk at 11 o'clock or whatever it is. Not for as many steps as I need so it can sod off. I'll have a night where I don't smash my knee to bits. Just freezing it on and off for you. Right. That's a log on again and another advert. All at 24p's, man. The car, Shane, the car, mate. The stuff is still in Preston. I had to ring Royal Mail Parcel Force people. I was on the phone for an hour. An entire hour. And then she said it'll be here in a couple of days. Brilliant. I needed it sorting before this, to be honest, but there you go. Choc and tea, here we go. Which is chocolate and tea, Maria. But it's the spoon, man. It's always the spoon, man. Spoon, man. Wouldn't you drink that? Would you not drink that? I would. Yeah, so the car still isn't done. I've got to take my sister to the airport. I've got the match on the Monday. I've got something else to go to, and then after that, next week, I should be free until, I don't even know. I don't think he's going to fit me in at that point, though. He's a very busy man, is Ian, my mechanic. Always remember your Chinese professor saying how much more civilized it was than having weapons on the table. Yeah. No, forks and knives are genuinely weapons, so it does make sense. That does actually. If it's for that reasons, I don't mind that. But spoon. Maybe it's because you're streaming to the telly. You know, you're getting the chat covering ads, but it's all 24p's for me. It's needed as well, man. It is needed. Because not only do I need to sort the car out, I obviously need to sort this pissing internet out. Do me head in. Do me head, lad in, lad. You do need the kippers red now. Sorted, man. Yeah, what else? Throat's going knackered tonight. Man, you could do some damage with a chopstick. Of course you could. Welsh women can do damage with anything. You're just naturally evil. Wasn't there a character in Dog Soldiers called Spoon? I can't remember that film. I can't remember. So I can't remember anything today. Can't even remember my own name. And bollocks to it. Where's the other? Balls. Versatile lows can make a bum with it as well. We have got gremlins. We have. Everywhere, man. This was just as bad. Hair bun. Yes. With a chopstick you can, can't you? Oh, speaking of hair buns, I need to buy, what did he call them? Bobbles. What are those bobbles called? Without bobbles on them. Hair. Bobbly thing. Oh, what the fuck are they called? I've been watching loads of stroke videos looking for more sort of inspiration and things to do to improve myself. And if you get one of those little hair bobbles, without the bobbles on, 'cause you don't want to smack your knuckles to bits, and then put them round here, and then sort of do that. It exercises exactly what I need to exercise. But you got the flexors, haven't you, and all that stuff. If you're constantly doing that, you end up with a claw, which is what I've got at the moment. Whereas if you do that and push outwards, it ends up doing you some good. Which is also why I've had the ball on the desk. I've been playing with my balls. Episode 199, suit on Sunday. We'll have to try it on this weekend, aren't I? Almost anything can be weaponised. They can, absolutely. Bobbins, bobbles. Where's your graphic? What graphic? Depends on how big they are. Scrunchie. Not a scrunchie. No, not a scrunchie. It's the thin, elasticy ones. You can use a rubber band, apparently. A laggy band, as we call them in Liverpool. But just the ones that are just like a circle. You know what I mean? No, it's not even a hairband. What are they fucking called? I need to find out what they're called because I need to buy them. And it'd be handy if I could buy them in different sizes. But yeah. The girl who was doing it was really spot on as well. When she was talking about stuff, it was like, this doctor really knows what she's talking about. You call them bobbins. Oh, with bobbles over here if they've got little bobbles on. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll see if I can find them. Tesco must sell them. And you know, a lass in the valleys that weaponise their nipples. What? Get some grip, strengthen it, or are they hard to grip? Yeah, the different strengths of hair thingies. I've got to put my hands into it and then open. Doing that. If people do that all day long, they'll strengthen the wrong muscles. It's all about opening them up rather than doing that with them, which is where the hair bobbly thing needs to come in. Fingers into it and then do that. Someone else talked about getting a load of rice, uncooked rice, and then putting your hand in it and moving it round, because it does the same thing. It acts against it. The kipper's red. We just had the kipper's red. Before we started having knives regularly on table in the West, it was deemed uncivilised in our cultures too. All right. Post-colonialism, many records of people around the world being shocked we did. All right. One of the many reasons they had not to trust it. I didn't realise that. I did not realise that. That's interesting. Esther, you are thirsty. We've just had it, but we'll do it again. Look at the head on that, lad. Look at the head on that. Give us a pint and put a head on it before I put a head on you. Ali, oh, you sent a pic. Where are you? Here you go, them ones, hairbands, bobbles, bobbins. I could do with some of them, but I need to pick them up from Tesco or somewhere. And it'd be good if I could have them in slightly different sizes and different strengths. We should have them in the house. Really, shouldn't we? Oh, Adam, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
It is there. Go ahead. Breakfast has only existed in Western civilization. It was started by Mr. Kellogg as a cure for masturbation. Yeah, it did. I've seen that before. Bizarre, but true. Which is probably why, or what explains Crunchy Nut, doesn't it? After a while. Work for you before breakfast. Yeah. Skier. I'm growing me hair. It is growing a bit. Too much. It needs cutting. You need your hair cutting badly. Why would I want to get it cut badly? I don't know. That's just the way you normally get it. Meals upon waking, common, modern, Western, especially in North America, definitely weird. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of breakfast. Water, yeah. But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. This was a marketing phrase and the NHS took it as fact. It is supposed to be a very important meal because it starts your metabolism, doesn't it, of a morning? In theory. Water is the first thing you need. Well, actually, no. The first thing you need is a piss, but Elasticus, you've got plenty there. No use to me. We used to have loads, but then my sister doesn't live here anymore. My niece doesn't live here anymore. My daughter doesn't live here anymore. No one does. Although saying that, my nephew's got long hair, so maybe he's got scrunchies in the house. Although he had his hair cut recently, just so it looks a bit more there rather than there. Slightly less scruffy bastard, I think we called him. Tesco will have them. I'll have a look next time I go in there. Seeing as though I don't go anywhere else, do I? And there's no Claire's accessories anymore. Ah, Claire's accessories. That was one of my most viewed things, wasn't it? There's a Claire's accessories in Southport. And my nephew, the long-haired scruffy bastard, when he was about 3 years of age, he was in a car with me mum and me sister. And they were driving, and he used to come out with these silly things all the time. When I was a big boy and I was a fireman. What do you mean, when you were a big boy and you were a fireman? Yeah, when I was a big boy, I used to go in that pet shop and he pointed at Claire's accessories, and the fella who was driving the car almost crashed the car, the taxi driver, because it used to be a pet shop when he was a young lad. And I put that on Twitter just because people were talking about sort of ghost stories and weird things, and then I went viral around the world. In fact, if you put that in somewhere, you'll find me. It was on Russian news sites and all kinds of weird places all around the world. Bizarro. Mondo Bizarro. Oh, I love Twitter as well because David Hasselhoff followed me. When you get that notification that the Hoff is following you, you've got to love Twitter, haven't you? It's very valuable to break your nightly fast, but also records of Europeans commonly waking around 2 or 3 to eat, talk and have fun before resuming sleep for the night. That makes sense. This getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning and work until you drop and then falling asleep doesn't do it for me. Follow your postman around. They usually drop a few elastic bands en route. I would, but I'm not talking to him. even though it's got nothing to do with him, the fact that I haven't got my car sorted. Yeah, you can harm a person with those vile things. Ding. Look in a pet shop, check out the soft balls. You can get banned for doing that, can't you? You followed me, but not on Twitter. What more can you ask for? Yeah, but Twitter was mad. There was the original woman who was the voice of Siri. The original Siri followed me as well. Wendy Smith, the bass player from Prefab Sprout. Craig Charles, Dave Lister from Red Dwarf followed me. Fucking mad. Ali Sheedy from the Breakfast Club sent me a DM asking me something because I used to go weird on there. What did you mean by that? So I had a DM conversation with Ali Sheedy, and the same with Kate Robbins. She DM'd me. What have you got against Piers Morgan? It's because you're a dickhead. She went, yeah, you're right. Every time Piers Morgan used to tweet, I used to put 2 pictures up, and it was always the same 2 pictures. A picture of a phone, and then a picture of a rugby team doing the haka, New Zealand, phone haka. And I thought it was just subtle enough because he's a dick, but not too on the knuckle. So yeah, Kate Robbins. You don't like him at all, do you? No, I don't. Good old days. It's just industrial for benefit of the capitalists, not the human body or mind. At some point, I would think, maybe at some point in human history, we will get to that stage where it's better looking after the human rather than the machine and money. Money's of no use to anyone, really. I know everyone says, yeah, it is. Well, no, it isn't. If you're on a deserted island and you've brought all your money with you and the other person's brought food, water, clothes, shelter, knives, things to build with, who's richer? You with the cash or them with all the stuff that you need? Them. Yeah, always punch up. Absolutely. That's the only way to do it. And there was obviously quite a few people who were involved as well, who don't like him. Hang on, text going a bit weird again. Is it working? Is it working? Yeah, always punch up, not down. Don't even punch sideways. We have enough issues without turning on each other. Look up. That's where the problems come from. That's where rain comes from after all, doesn't it? Yeah, but back in the day, you used to get a notification on Twitter. Such and such is now following you. David Hasselhoff is now following you. Without doubt, the weirdest email I've ever received in my life. Kirsty, how are you? Sorority, believability, prosody, snitch, voyeurism, McCoy's croton, Saudi, Kur, Keith, neuritis, corridors. Well said, I was thinking the exact same thing myself there. Slidey right in. Yeah, the sideways punches have hurt us all, they have. We need to stick together. Human beings need to stick together. Make the world a better place. We need more time to enjoy things. Definitely. I'm with Steve Hughes, the Australian comedian, on that one. We've got it the wrong way round. We work 5 days a week and we have 2 days off. We should work 2 days and have 5 days off. Because, you know, if you're working 2 days, your first day in is tomorrow's the last day. So you're not even annoyed. You get in there to work, do loads of work, and then you've got 5 days off to enjoy it. To go and look at paintings and write poetry. Make the world a better place. Hang on. Solidarity. Go ahead, Wolfie, lad. We need more time. At the moment, we're just working ourselves to early graves to make rich people richer. so much we can do. Going out and actually going for a walk in nature. Spending time with friends. Going to the beach. Breathing the air. That's more important, isn't it? Far more important. We need more kitten spam. Is kitten spam made of kittens? It's kittens, eggs, kittens. Spam. Spammity spam. Oh yeah. Just reminded me there, I need to sort out Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. I've got the box set of all their films somewhere. I need to go and watch that. It's for a thing. It's for an actual thing. Not just to laugh, but actually for a thing as well. How are the cats? I love cats. They're so wonderfully pretty. I'm getting absolutely obsessed with The Cure as well at the moment. They're really catching the mood. How's Joust? Joust, man. I saw something the other day that involved jousting, and the first thing I thought of was Ring Dinkin and Ron Vogel. Ron Vogel, of course, Esther will tell you, is Dutch for rum bird. Ron, rum, vogel, bird, rum bird. I know a few rum birds. I can tell the in between days. The band is fantastic, man. Contradicting yourself a tad. When he said the locals in Rhodes worked long enough to live for the year, then stopped. He said they should keep working. If they're working for themselves, they could do. Just to build up a bit more cash. While it's there, self-employment I always find is slightly different to paid employment. I know people who are self-employed who are phenomenally lazy and then moan that they've not got any money to fix the car or do the house up or go on holiday. Like, mate, you have so much work available. You could absolutely knock your pipe out for about 6 months and then go on holiday for the other 6 months. But they just don't want to do it. The great and late Ron Vogel, it is, yeah. What was his mate as well? Buck Fuddy, what was his name? Buck someone, wasn't it? Rhodes is in Greece. Or one of the Greek islands at least, isn't it? But again, it comes down to how much you want to work. When we were over in America the second time round, in 1988, we did a bit of work over there for people. And we were surprised just how lazy the locals were. I mean, just ridiculously lazy. We were doing a job for someone, just a little bit of a painting and decorating job. And the woman that we were there, whose house we were staying in, who's a friend of ours, said, "There's 2 weeks' work, can you give us a hand for a few days?" And we went there, and between the two of us, me and my dad, and we had some other fella that was there, some Mexican lad, who was constantly looking for a break, who was just told no, not a fucking chance. We sorted out the entire job in 2 days. She went, "That's like 2 weeks' work." And we looked at each other, 2 weeks' work? Bollocks. We took our time there, and it's done in 2 days. Then went and helped someone sort out a playground where they just built a playground with a sand pit, getting rid of all the hardcore and rubble that was in the sand to make it safe for the kids. Again, 3 or 4 days, we did it in the morning. We got paid for the job as well. So my dad was saying, well, why would you take 4 days to do this one job when you can do it in the morning, have the rest of the day off, go and sit by the pool, and then tomorrow go and do another job, and then spend the rest of the day by the pool and just do that? By the time you've done 6 months, you've made like 3 years worth of bloody pay, you know what I mean? So one of the fellas that was there asked if I could stay. I was only 15 at the time. I said, "Can he stay here?" I could speak Dutch. He was a Dutch, Harry the Dutchman. I've got loads of work for him to do if he can work like that. My dad went, nah, you're alright. I couldn't, I was 15. They wouldn't have me. Otherwise, I'd have been a billionaire by now. She is a tart. Always watch. Oh, Jeff's watching Bread again, is he? He went to Kos and a few other islands, but not Rhodes or Crete. Your mum and dad have been to Zante or Zakynthos, depending on what kind of mood you're in. They loved it. They won't go back. My dad wasn't supposed to go there, though. My dad got deported from Greece back in the late 70s, early 80s, with a stamp on his passport saying no longer welcome. Then he got a new passport. Smart, you see. He got deported for punching people on a football pitch and causing a riot. Only me dad. See, me dad, if you'd stand in front of him and punch him, he'd punch you back and that's it. And then you'd have a pint together afterwards. They were spitting at him and things, and he went, no, I'm not having that. Someone spat at him, he said, do that again, I will knock you out. So he spat at him again and proceeded to get knocked the actual fuck out. Then his mate ran over. He went 3, 4, 5. That was a fucking big hard man as well. So there was like riots going on in, there was the Olympic Stadium at Greece. Off the pitch. Put him onto a bus in his kit, football boots still on. Drove him all the way to the airport. Stuck him on a plane, still with his boots on. Someone from the club had to go and get his passport. And then I think he got him a pair of trainees or something. And then he got flown out of there, flown back to the UK. Stamped on the passport, no longer allowed here. Don't give a shit. If someone spits at me, I'm going to punch them. Fair play. Yeah, he wasn't having any of it. Isn't Jeff the tart? Jeff would love to be the tart, to be honest with you. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I forgot about this. I can do this, can't I? Whose channels have you put in? Kirsty, well, pin Kirsty. Pin. There you go, there's Kirsty's channel. Have a follow. A blue tart, but nowadays he looks like a softie. He does. Well, he's cheekbones Jeff now, though, isn't he? He loves it. Fair play to me dad. Yeah, he wouldn't take a backward step, to be honest, me dad. He was cool as fuck on a football pitch. I've been lucky. Yeah, he's a good role model, me dad. As much as he did that, he's got the longest fuse you'll ever see. Just nothing ever seems to bother him. But when it does, run for the hills, man. You've always been very lucky with day labour, Sam, especially if paying directly. Not paying someone who picked them up at Home Depot parking. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. But seriously, if you'd ever want over there in the States, you want to make a bit of money, you want hard workers, Scouse lads are brilliant for it. Absolutely brilliant for it. Straight over, work all day, make a few quid and then go home. Same format, one chapter in third person and insert, then first person. But she's swapped who the first person is. Oh, what? You're going to be live tonight around stupid o'clock. I'm not going to be able to watch it, but I will watch it on rerun, Kirsty, I will. Very complex. Oh, Lou Graphic. P-break. Ah, right. I think I know what the problem is. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's why. I am quickly going to check what the actual stream output is. Right. I don't think it's going to work during the stream, but I've just tried to up the bit rate slightly. I have updated OBS and I think it's gone back to an old bit rate, which is why it will be struggling. Oops, I did it again. How stupid is stupid o'clock? You will say that around here, lots were workers that were indebted to folks that saved their souls. It can be very toxic and exploitative side. The industry for religious non-profits. Oof, no man, no good. Viewers paused again. Yeah, and I've just tried to up the bit rate, the stream rate, to make it a little bit better. I will have to, at some point, check exactly what the stream rates are. There's an ideal stream rate, bits per second or whatever it is, for YouTube and a different one for Twitch. If you get it ideal, then it should be smooth, and if you don't, you're in trouble. How's your mum? She's been ill and in the hospital, but she's back home now. Well, that's a thing, isn't it? At least she's back home. Bloody hell, man. Hugs coming your way. Definitely hugs coming your way. Not good, is it? There's something about the hospital. I mean, even when I go back into the one where I've got to go back in on Friday for more magic eye juice. There's just something about it. When I went back and dropped a card in for the people on the stroke ward, just looking into the room as I walked past it, sent a little bit of a chill down my spine. It's like, just wish no one had to come in here. So stupid o'clock, what time is it? Because there's stupid, and stupid, isn't it? Joust broke one of the bones in his foot. How the bloody hell's he managed that? He's jumping out of windows again. You care for mum and dad, Shane, that you work part-time? Oh man, it's horrible, isn't it? I mean, I know you've got him, but just, it's shit. There's got to be something more, isn't there? There's got to be something better for us humans. An improvement. Can we do something? Can we improve the human body so we're alright? We don't go into hospital as much. That'd be good. Around 2ish, that's not too bad. I mean, there's stupid o'clock and there's stupid o'clock, isn't it? Yeah, our Ali will be asleep. I'll do the rewatch as well, definitely. Got no clue, he's just, he's a pain, this Joust, isn't he? He is. Lovely, but he's a pain in the arse. Full of life, full of beans. Yeah, there's I don't know, is the next iteration of the human being, are we going to be a little less unhealthy? Could that work? Would we be allowed that, please? And no more bloody strokes and stuff like that. Oh man, I had a Lemsip just before this. I don't think it's worked yet. I'll have another one when we finish. Having sneezing fits as well. It's no good. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed the seas. He did. That's what happens when you come from a sailing port, you know what I mean? Toot toot, said Thomas. Slow down, you'll have a nasty accident. Fucking hell. The fat controller, you're not allowed to call him the fat controller anymore, are you? Sir Topham Hatt. Otherwise, you know, it's offensive. To who? To fat people or controllers? What? It is what it is, man. Flushing micro and nanoplastics out of us would be a good invention to start with. Wouldn't it just? Would it not just? They tend to get absolutely everywhere. They sound just like John Lennon. Supposed to sound a bit more like Ringo Starr, you know. Thomas pulled into the station, you know. John Lennon's a bit more nasally, isn't he? Not comparing us to Jesus, you know. As the whole planet would be good. There was something on yesterday about that. And I can't remember what it was on. But they were talking about the reason why we made plastics was originally hard work and is to last for ages. So it'd take less steel or less wood and things like that. It'd be much healthier for the planet. Not quite, it's worked the other way around. You can also call him chunky fuck. Careful with that though, because you put that into Google, you can come up with some very, very strange looking things. Some very strange results. Yeah, but there's a little bit. It was, you know, it was what it was. You can't go around and change absolutely everything. Because if you did, nothing would ever stay the same. Always someone offended by something. I mean, some things will always be offensive. Some stuff changes, goes in and out of fashion. You have Kev singing it now too. Are you watching Kev at the same time? That would burn my head out. That having to watch me and Kev at the same time. Hindsight is always 20/20. Mind you, last time I went and got an eye test, the optician said to me, "You've got 20/20 vision, 20% in that eye and 20% in that eye."
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
I've let myself down, I've let my family down, I've let the whole school down. Ali's two-timing us. Oh. Now, Kev's on a Saturday night when he does his lives. The Mandela effect were being programmed and they call it a hallucination. May or may not be right. I do not know. I am certainly not programming you at this moment in time. Look into the screen. Look deep into the screen. No, don't. It'd knock me sick looking at myself. 2020. The only 2020 that I've got is Mad Dog 2020. It's a real good job that I went though, wasn't it? To the opticians, and when he did that little bit of a check, he went, "Ooh, this isn't right. Please go and see a doctor now." Not that I want to worry you, but now. Gave me a letter and said, "Drop that in at your GP on the way home. Not tomorrow, now." Okay. Which is why I'm going to the hospital on Friday. We're about 8 weeks in, aren't we now? 8 weeks of taking aspirin. Has this worked? Has it helped? It didn't after 3 weeks. Has it worked after 8 weeks? Will it stop my eye from exploding? This is horrible, this, by the way. I can't get a headache anymore. What I mean by that is I can get headaches, but I can't get headaches anymore. Each headache that I get is another stroke just about to happen. Because that's how the first one happened. So whenever I feel a headache, it's, oh, here we go again. What happens if it's my right hand side now? Will nothing work? Or my left hand side miraculously start working again? And I've had a few headaches recently that were just behind the right eye, behind the left eye rather. Just behind there. Now it's not a headache anymore. Now it's me eyeball about to explode. Is Jackie still ill? She's on an upward trajectory. She's doing better. Yeah, she sent me a message earlier on, Jackie. She's feeling slightly better. It's moving in the right direction. So hopefully you will see her in one of the next streams. She'll be back. I told her she was missed. I lied for you people. Yeah, she'll be back. Hope the news will be good. I do as well. Oh, Adam off. No worries, mate. Catch you later. Yeah, the news with the eye. It's a pre-occlusion, so it could at some point explode, go knackered, just stop working, close down. I don't know, but it could. Something bad could happen, but it hasn't happened yet. So that was seen as some kind of positive. And if nothing does happen, I'm happy with that. If taking the aspirin has thinned the blood to the point where whatever it was that was in there has calmed down, then sound. If not, what did he do? What can you do? You can't exactly just, I don't know, stick something down the back of the eye and zhuzh it out, can you? Oh, I don't know what to do. If it does blow up, I'd be quite happy if they put a multi-focus, varifocal eye in there, like a zoom, 100 times zoom mechanical eye in there. I'd be happy with that. Just got an ad there, Regina kitchen paper. Got another advert, and out of the stream. Lost you after the ad, had to re-enter. This shouldn't be getting adverts during the stream. It's not switched on. This is not switched on. Ads automator is off. It's not. These aren't switched on. I can understand why. Oh, hang on, that can go. I can understand why if the stream rate wasn't high enough that it was buffering or it was looking a bit choppy. But I don't understand why you're getting adverts when you shouldn't be getting them. That mecca are not saying so. That mecca are not saying so. Sounds like what Vic had. There's definitely something going on. Is Lulu lurking? Louise, Lulu Bellatini, Lulu of the young generation, where are you? Lucifer? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Lucifer. You got the same. What's morning, Jackie? Maybe because you're not in the UK. No, it should. It's my choice on the settings. It's monetized, so you might get an advert at the start, and then if it goes onto a VOD, a view on demand video, you'll get video adverts put in between them. But during the stream, you won't get them, or you shouldn't get them. Yeah, I am stuttering every day. I'm stuttering. Vic had the same. Yeah. Your phone is buffering. TV isn't. That what is going on? There's definitely. The next one will be better because I will have the right bit rate. I will look into what the correct one is. I think it's 6,000 bits per second to YouTube and 5,000 odd to Twitch. But I'll look into that. It was too low. So YouTube's complaining about the fact that there's not enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It needs a higher rate. But it won't work until I restart OBS, and to do that I'd have to stop the stream completely. And we're only halfway through. Do I start it and stop it and start again? Phone is fine, chat too. What? Went out and back in, and I'm not buffering now. Are the adverts causing it to buffer as well? I want to find out why there's adverts on these things. There shouldn't be. At some point in the future, they're looking at doing side-by-side adverts where the normal screen will be on, and then at the side of it there'll be an advert, and the advert sound will take over. It'll take 30 seconds, but you'll keep on seeing what's on the screen. I might start doing that to test and see whether, well, once it comes in, and to test whether or not that causes a knock-on effect. But I don't want adverts during the stream. That's not what we're not here for that anyway. but also if you're in the middle of something and it stops because someone has had an advert, not everyone's going to have adverts at the same time, are they? It's like a TV show where end of part one, think I'll click a button and off it comes, you know. Not the same, is it? I'm speaking bollocks here, aren't I? It's like Max Headroom. It was Max Headroom. You're suddenly getting more buffering. There's definitely something going on here, isn't there? Max Headroom. Yep. Refresh. If it keeps on getting worse, let me know and we'll stop this one and I'll try and start it again. Max Headroom, let's had a huge poster of him on your wall in the late 80s. Yeah, he was massive in the 80s, wasn't he? Get in and out of the stream more than the okie dokie. Pick still freeze and sound okay. In and out of the stream more than a deck said I've been, hadn't I? Where was you going when I saw you coming back? I don't know, man. It's fucking been, hadn't I? Esther's back. Back again. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to find out what the ideal YouTube streaming is. Where are we? The ideal YouTube streaming bitrate depends on your video's resolution. What? 8,000 to 10,000 kilobits per second, right. I need to sort that out because obviously this isn't right. Still the same, bollocks. Audio is good, the picture is stuttering on TV and the iPad. Didn't get an advert this time round, that's 24p you owe me. Yeah, it's definitely, it's down to the bitrate. But this won't change unless I come out of OBS and restart it. What a ball like that is. We might have to stop it and start again though. If it continues. No, see, I don't get it. Video bitrate. All this used to be done for you. It used to be sound. Just press a button. It will put in the correct settings and then off you go. No. Do you want to do that? Yeah, we can do. It is annoying. Fair enough, man, dear. How windy is it? You found that the wind can affect the internet? It does, doesn't it? I don't think it's too windy here, to be honest. But our internet has been knackered. I'll tell you what, do I'll stop this one then and I'll restart it, and we'll see where we go with that. I'll just quickly check. Where are we? The best YouTube bitrate for different resolutions. What resolution am I in? Yeah, we'll do that and we'll start again. Alright. Oh, hang on. Steve-O.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Steve-O, level up. Oh, YouTube survey. Right, we'll do that then. We'll stop this and we'll start again.